where we should be going.
Still Dells for now. Till Thursday.
Is that long or something? Oh.
And tobacco. Meh. I think what I'm gonna do is eventually start getting one of every flavor of the cloud nerds that I get. Or the juice head.
There.
Well, I should be able to. And then mark down what they are.
Okay.
Well, then we'll go ahead and fade over to you guys. Because we've now seen the intro. Saw for a long time. Who cares? So, here we are. Where you guys had taken off. Taken the planet Tatooine, which is here. It's over here. Check it out, sound. Taken the planet Tatooine.
That's what I was hearing. Was the
what?
It's cutting in and out.
Yeah, it's kind of cutting in and out a bit.
Let's see here.
Yeah, it's kind of cutting in and out a bit.
Pull down a little bit, maybe. Could also be one of the annoying effects of live. You can fix later. It's fixed later. I brought it down a little bit, so it shouldn't be. If I brought it down a little bit, so it shouldn't be maxing out. That could have
Really?
been.
Nope. But now there's no cutting out either.
Okay. Okay. Could have been the system protecting itself from too much. They took one jump. Pretty much towards started over here because that's by Tatooine stain. 24 hours. It's one jump. The older the information, pretty much towards the core of what happened in the world because that's pretty much re-established. They've 24 hours. It's on roll. It's always updated. The older the because you've done information, the more difficult you still get, which is what happens from this point. I would say everyone's just going to need a con roll of at least an 8. You good? It's even like because you've done this before, but use your con bonus, so you might get kind of ability.
11.
Okay. Ooh, got a little
23.
Easy over there, Mr. Okay. You're good. You're good. Shouldn't have eaten them mice.
What?
Above 8. Shouldn't eat that meat at that camp. Your con bonus was that what? 15. You're good.
Gangrene about that.
It was small crabs.
11.
Okay. Ooh, got a little queasy over there, Mr. Fuller. His stomach's a little. Oh. Okay. Shouldn't have eaten them mice. So he got up over here towards the core. Shouldn't have eaten that meat at that camp.
I knew there was something gangrene about that.
It was more enjawas or whatever they have to find. From there, you get to older information. Okay. So he got up over here towards the core. From there, I gotta start checking rolls to make sure nothing weird happens. Because from there you get to older information, and they said 3 cautiously stepped hyperspace jumps to get within the system of Rakata. Most of the time, if you guys have been doing this so much, you should be alright. Things go weird.
18.
Got them all? Nope. I just have to check them.
I run and hurl in the bathroom.
What'd you get?
1.
1?
Plus 2, so 3.
Yeah.
I hurl.
So.
That last one was a bit bumpy.
Well then. The last one? So basically, as you guys were reaching the system. Planets away. But you're heading towards the refuel station that surrounds it. Okay, from here, they have an idea that you put us close, and then we'll start scanning to see if we can find more information. You know, because everything kind of moves in space, though. They don't stay in one spot. So, you guys land. Does anyone want to go bother wandering around the refuel station, or you just stay on the ship?
I'm saying with the ship.
Probably a good idea. I mean, unless you're really good with language, probably gonna run through a language.
Oh, common.
Well, this I'd have to check. But yeah, you probably at least have that 50% of the time. You'd be able to be fine with that. Universe. The trade language of the money universe. Because it's money.
Depending on what part.
Maybe the language was based on spice. People.
Depending on what part.
Maybe the language was based on spice.
Trying to find a better one. Yeah, here's one of those fighters.
Yeah, you think?
Rear end. Like those. Trying to find a better one.
Now,
Single-person fighters.
this is of course you guys on your ship. This one. I should ask this earlier. Does anyone have
Like those.
any interest, or are you
Fight.
basically with yourselves in your little section here in Teague? There are basically, you have 3 guys here taking
Single-person fighters.
Now, this is of course you guys on your ship. He's the only. Well, yeah, I should ask. These are the people that are there. Started this whole thing talking to the Nemedians or whatever. You basically just gonna keep yourself. These 2 in your little section here until you get closer. One guy back here in the engine area. There are basically you have 3 guys here taking care of system operation, co-pilot, pilot. He's the only same species as the people you started this whole thing talking to, the Nemedians or whatever.
I can go and talk to them.
These 2 and one guy back here in the engine area are the 3 security people that work on their ship.
X-wing, Y-wing, stuff like that.
Otherwise, it's you guys.
Single pilot user.
You guys have just a few less people than all of them together. So, we'll take you, move you over here. Start conversations. Charisma roll for start.
16.
Okay.
16.
Oh, 15. Okay. So, what do you want to talk about? Not bad. About 15. So, what do you want to talk to them about? Is there anything specific? They're not going to start conversations. I'm
Ask them how's the flight going? Any trouble yet that they can actually see it?
Well,
Bits and pieces.
it's good enough for now. We're not worrying about map movers, maneuvers. So, what are you asking about?
Just if they come across any.
Which ball? Supposed to be at 25?
Yeah. Total 25 and damage threshold is 16.
Okay, yeah. You were still at 30. You should be at 38.
No one. Yeah, she's at 38.
Yeah.
There, everyone else is fine. Okay. Now, at this time, there has been alert. Something which doesn't happen as much as the movies will show. Something moving around. So, it seems that they have 2 ships. Seem they could be probably because you're not too far from just the space station. Republic ships, fighters. No, it doesn't seem. It seems that more of they would like talk to us and make sure why we're out this far.
Okay, we can just tell them we're out salvaging.
Okay. The captain. Who you really have a chance before you really have a chance to say anything. Basically tells him speak with his entire crew that he will have to answer any questions, but they can easily his entire crew before they can answer any questions, but they can easily approach the ship. You should be concerned about, and he'll want to ask all of well, like Old Republic, but then it was probably just called Republic.
It was called the Grand
Soldiers, the Grand Republic, soldiers, and fighting on us right now. I mean, they could be out here checking on us right now. I mean, do you guys know of any reason? I mean, they could be, you know, there was some odd situation, you know, normal shit. But before, you know, there was some odd situation with you guys getting on the ship. Was there anything we need to worry about?
Did there for one, Tatooine is not really affiliated with the Republic, it's more of an independent system. There's probably something that's used as a trade way stations.
Yeah.
Did there wouldn't really count unless one of us has been stupid and got themselves in trouble with someone. There's probably might be some criminal local military that's causing problems.
Not me.
You're a Twi'lek.
Everyone do a charisma roll to the captain.
25.
Okay.
22 for me.
Everyone else is good. He isn't sure if he trusts you. Sounds like basically you wouldn't answer any of his questions. And you hadn't said anything as of yet. On
25 for me.
Okay.
22 for me.
Two of them. Everyone else is good. Comes up. He isn't sure if he trusts you, but he's got nothing otherwise either. That's the two he got. Well, basically, we have to float over pretty much. They don't have any other way. Otherwise, well, they might just stay on the ship.
Honest military, they wouldn't be doing that. We have no support craft come up to dock. Which means these might be corrupt. The corrupt ones working for the local crime lord. Or under the guise of the military. That has happened before too.
Yes. Go ahead.
Or that episode of Fire transporting the guy with the advanced organs.
That even just sounds worse. Advanced organs.
Well, either way, these guys are these guys are coming. It's one of those guard yourself.
Well, although it does sound really odd, like you were saying, pretty much.
So be on the safe side, and we can go and check and see what they have enough flight computers.
Possible.
Of course, you have to actually dress up as military.
Well, what they look like.
Mandalorians can stay there. One Mandalorian go, and somebody dressed in their uniform and go. They'd never know the difference.
Okay. Now, Rob, we're going to need to go back over here and see what we're looking at. That's fun. Okay. We'll be going to that later on, but also I do know I have your ship, which is quite a bit bigger, but what pertains to size on the map for space. Space is more based upon a bit of maneuverability, so.
I didn't check all my traits, so I actually do. I didn't check all my traits, so I actually do have.
Well, it looked like a lot of us had that.
Well, it's kind of a universal. Can you use a smartphone?
Well, it looked like a lot of us had that.
It's not one of those.
Well, it's kind of a universal. Can you use a smartphone? You can use computer. It's always taken me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not one of those you have to be.
It's kind of BS from Warhammer. I go how low tech they are. It's always taken me is, you know, if you're able to operate the controls of the vehicle, you probably can use a freaking computer. That's what
There it is.
whole,
That's how they
especially
look.
since how low tech they are.
And
That just went off to me too.
I should show you guys.
And not be wearing assault armor.
Make an intelligence roll. Get this. Get this.
Can I use
Yes.
knowledge tactics?
Yeah. Yes. That would apply to assault armor.
That would be a 19. A 19.
Not teens. Not teens.
Sweet, you and me have the same.
Tactics.
What's yours at?
Yeah.
Actually, tactics. That was one of the ones that's trained, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, 24 for soldiers. Which means technically mine would be. Oh yeah, 24.
Yeah.
I believe it was trained.
As well.
For you.
Okay.
Knowledge tactics.
So,
Yep. And I have it as well.
there's
Mine's at an 8 right now.
Okay. Why?
Or should it
So,
have
you
gone up?
guys, out of the where are they first?
Yeah,
They're
we'll figure it out
speaking.
later. We are salvagers. We're trying to go get some salvage.
We're on a contract.
It's an ongoing salvage contract.
Anything specific you're looking for?
That's not.
Not really, just looking.
Your mother's right.
I knew he was evil!
Twi'lek just sits there.
If you want to blame me, I don't want to blame him. He's the one who accepted the contract.
I accepted the contract. I didn't realize I'd be dealing with two smart asses.
Well, then hell, you've been here. I said kind of. You guys, I guess they were quiet until then.
Yeah.
Now,
Smart ass.
the images you saw were because basically
Well,
in the
smarter
front
than
when you're
you
looking
think.
at the image on the screen, that's what you saw. Looking back at you.
Might be smarter than me, but I dare you to outsmart a bullet.
Don't need to. You only need one.
Now when we're wearing armor.
What'd they ask?
Well,
Whether mother's tip.
basically finding out more information. Specifically, you may have been here looking around.
Nope, just trying to salvage some stuff, get some wiring, maybe some joints, a couple doors here and there.
You spoke up. Well, since you spoke up,
Off of what?
your charisma again. Give your mouth for it.
Off of what?
Or deception, if you want to use that again. Give your mouth for it.
Yeah, I do, but I don't
Or
have
just-
trained, and I'm not
Deception,
trusting.
if you want to use that again.
Either way, it's still a 25.
I think you do.
Yeah, I do, but I don't have it trained, and I'm not trusting that.
Okay.
Either way, it's still a 25. Just for BSing our way out of this.
Well, at this current, we will report your location at this time, and your ship at this time, continuing on going.
We're going to continue on to our.
And you'll be probably, are you going to be in this system, or you're continuing on going?
We're going to continue on to our salvage area.
So, we'll report you to our commander, and have a good time.
You too.
So, we'll report you to our commander, and
Captain.
have a good time.
You too.
And they'll shut off and
Good. Keep an eye on
start
it.
flying. Doing that?
Yeah.
Well,
Well, look at the captain.
Keep an eye on the fact that we
The
don't
comms off.
can't trust them.
possibility. But there was some reason. Well, I guess they are now.
Good. Keep an eye on him.
Where they go on that?
And then turn to him because I don't.
Well,
Mainly keep an eye on the fact that we don't know. We can't trust them.
Possibility. There was some reasonable questions you had there on that. But
Another thing, even if there was someone who was in Tatooine, it would have taken much longer to get out this way.
yeah.
And then turned to him because I know because
You didn't run into anyone until you got to the refuel station, which could be what they're monitoring as your refuel station.
So I looked to the Mandalorians. Any of you notice anything weird about them that we should know
I'll
about?
put you guys on the cover this time. The Mandalorian, since there's two of you, basically. We are...
Anything weird that you noticed about these guys
Land
that we should know about?
within the system, but far from planets, and that was the last location was seen. So it shouldn't be too far off, but we're probably gonna. Well, he said to check for a debris or a debris field.
Not what I asked.
Okay, what was it?
Are we heading directly to where our destination?
We don't know our final destination.
Okay. Basically, they're just harassing us, possibly with a ship that might have cargo. They could be scouts or pirates, a guise of legitimate patrol.
So in other words, with them asking what we saying salvage, that's going to keep us on their radar a little longer, which isn't too bad because if that happens, we'll be ready.
Well, unless they plan on deciding we're too dangerous and
Okay, anyway.
shots at us with heavy cannon.
I think the ship can outmaneuver those.
Get close enough. Not to mention that I'm worried that our ship isn't really equipped to handle fighters or capital ships.
Honestly, and I was hoping it wouldn't come up. The captain states we only have one of our turrets. One is damaged. Now, if someone has any, yeah, you can go ahead and try it, but
I can take a look. Knowledge technology and knowledge mechanics.
do you guys want to go check on that turret?
6 for mechanics.
That's 6 for mechanics. Oh.
6 plus 2.
8.
Or
No,
4 plus 2.
8.
Or 4 plus 2.
For mechanics, is that 7?
18.
18.
For technology, it's determine what's wrong with
18.
it. I have
18.
For technology to determine what's wrong with it.
The
And then
technology
I
will
have
tell you that the gears, basically,
23 for repairing.
on the gun itself. Okay. The technology part will tell you that the gears may tear the whole thing out. It's basically on the gun itself have jammed between locations, so the rest of the gun, the turret, and then the rest should be won't respond because it may tear the whole.
Server system.
Yeah. It's basically locked on its own safety matters. So digital or computer this time.
Probably just need to pull out the positive jam and reassemble.
We're going to be making a jump. Do you want to wait? Do you think, because we're going to be making a jump, do you want to wait till we get there?
Stop early. I'd say make a and then a short jump really quick. Stop early.
Not
Then we can make the repair and continue the rest of the way. I'd
say a separate jump, not in the
out,
direction we want
do the repair
to go, but just someplace safe. Okay.
And if we have to,
I'd say take the jump, but drop out early.
See how well the weapon
Repairs,
system on the
then
derelict
continue
works,
on.
and if we can get any
Okay.
power. And if we have to, and if that, if we're in, if we derelict desperately need to, see how well the weapon system on the derelict works, and if we can get any power to it. Yeah, but like they also. And if we can do that, then we can utilize the derelict to fire back.
This ship.
Well, it's just a
thought. I know it's a thought, but it will. It's power cells. Who knows?
Well,
remember, Tabana gas, it does wear down over time.
Yeah.
It does have a navigator.
But like they also said, there's no power in some places.
Kind of see hyperdrive, class 2.
Yeah, but gas. It will leak. It will.
Well, it's just a thought.
I know it's a thought, but it wouldn't be as effective. But who knows? I mean, if others have been there to Stowers, they probably took those a while ago.
It does have a Navic computer. I was also trying to see hyperdrive, class 2, backup drive 12, for food if we had to.
The part is we go to the derelict that there are fighters, 2 pilots that can do it. They can Take them.
Let's see. Laser cannon.
Hmm?
I'm not a trainer.
Yeah, there was two laser, and two light concussion missile launch. But there was only one of those functioning.
Okay, that's one I should have also checked.
Three-eye cannon.
That's why I never had them all down.
I thought.
Oh, it happened.
Well, no, on a separate paper so I could just check them all.
Okay. So, go somewhere. Go decide to fix that. Basically, we're gonna say they at least have enough stuff because they were probably looking at trying to repair it before. They just didn't have someone to try it. So, how old did you roll?
23.
And I was just gonna say 15. So 15.
5.
Let's see.
So at least three.
For mechanic. Ricky, sabotage electronic device by best would be 20. Complex, disarm electronic acid, complex, mechanical or electronic. Block 5. This is just pure assembly. Since we figured out.
Yeah.
I'd say somewhere around maybe at 22, maybe 23.
Yeah. And I would say 2 hours all took you.
John. Knowledge tactics. Mechanics. Perception. Stealth is stealth.
Now, basically, anything that gets difficult, the crew will not do. Anything that gets too difficult, the crew will not do. There's no way they were gonna stop this shit. Like, there's no way they were gonna dock. You guys want to try to take over and force it to happen? That's your decision. This shift, but with that shift, they are your average. Now, if you guys want trained, skip, crew, but not skill. Anyone that was good got put on different ships by now. Anyone that was good got put on different ships by now.
Well, it's not like we can't try to help them, see if we can't get them to dock. Well, it's not like we can't try to help them, see if we can't get them to dock.
That's
Well, yeah. I mean,
Well,
there's possibly better things.
yeah. That's why you didn't take them around.
yeah, that's what.
Why what?
You don't actually get that full list, you
it's
only
not
get
like
how many
you
of
know
them
what
plus that.
Yeah. That's why you didn't take it right off the bat.
Yeah,
Well, it's all
so it's some that.
I mean, the last time we played this, I was. But it's not like when you level up, you can't take it.
Okay.
I was a Wookiee, and the only person I could freaking talk to was Danny, and then have him.
It's been a while since I played this. Talk to you.
Oh, it's all good.
Not working. It's been years.
I mean, the last time we played this, I was a Wookiee. Sorry?
Wow.
What, you mean a bitchy?
Okay.
I was a Wookiee, and the only person I could freaking talk to was Danny.
I spoke Wookiee. I just didn't want to talk to you.
Shh. You were supposed to admit that.
That's been years. Like, what was that? God damn it.
Sorry?
No. And it will actually have pages for it right here. So, after the repairs and everything else, we'll gain 1,000 points. Which means I think we just did hello. CL7 was the difficulty of this section. Basically,
I know, but that's why I'm wondering. 'Cause he said I got like 1,620.
yeah, he last time killed the 6th level guy.
Then I'm up.
We're
reached
all
it.
at 620,
No.
1620.
Yeah. Then we leveled.
No, we're at 1620.
No.
You didn't gain 1620.
No, that's what I got last time.
Remember that 6th level guy? The guy, he happened to get lucky with guys. But you fought him more, so... How many was that for? I've been worrying about that one. Because this is not so much like D, where points only go one direction.
Well, there's a discretion with the GM.
Yeah, what's 6th level give you? CL6 level. CL have it right here. And you were level 2?
I was.
Same.
6th level was 1200. 6th level was 1200.
Yeah, that would have put me and you. Yeah, there.
I say no, everyone else is going to get a bonus because I didn't give them for that.
So
the same
enough,
guy, 600.
So enough to level everybody.
So everyone
up.
else has 1,600 more than they had last time, except for you, because I'm getting additional 600 under 3. You had 1,200. Okay?
So that means we all.
Because they actually, these two fought with him more than you did.
Yeah, I just got a lucky shot off and ended the fight. He shot off and ended the fight. So we all leveled. So we.
Well, no one's used any force points, so I don't have to worry about taking those away and giving them back.
So how many?
Except for you get one more.
So how many?
Except for you get one more, don't you?
He said 1,600 is what everybody got. Third level? He said 1,600 is what everybody got in XP. Where are you at on that?
That was the bonus 600. I thought about last time he got all those points for one guy.
You're getting 1,000. You're getting 1,000 all over 600. So that puts us all over the mark.
She took the points, shots at him, the boss. So you all fought him, but you get half
all are now
the points of the big guy, the boss.
So yeah, you all are now. We're all level.
Should we just round off that 8,000?
Please, because I have a 620 extra.
Yeah,
that
That way
works.
we actually can keep track of where the hell
Yeah.
we are.
Please.
It's kind of weird trying to keep track of it because you keep jumping around to everything.
yeah. On that
instead
one,
of
I
logging
forgot
in.
with his, and I've been thinking about it since I got to you guys last time. In D&D, I got too much on the habit where in D&D, if 12 people were and stabbed the final fighting a guy, and one guy ran forward and stabbed the final point out, now I haven't kept all the points of the dragon they were all fighting. That was the old days rules. Now I haven't played since version 3 really. Guys, in those cases with the boss part of the battle, everyone's gonna get half. That's a long time ago, but I can't believe it. No, I'm gonna give you guys in those cases with the boss part of the battle, everyone's gonna get half the points. But whoever
Yeah, third level is
takes them down,
3,000, and we get feet.
most.
Cool.
Everyone you guys shoot, I think that time you just quite lucky.
We're looking at feats for the bonus feats that we get.
Oh, okay. Another one.
Yeah, third level is 3,000, and we get a feat.
Yes.
Third level, yeah, we get
Cool.
talents.
The one you guys showed, you were looking at feats before, I think, weren't you?
We were looking at feats for the bonus feats
It depends.
that we get according to our
You guys are.
class.
Oh, okay, another one then.
And I believe we also gain talents, don't we?
And I'll get you all the way to the ship, and then.
Third level, yeah, we get talents.
Well, do we want to wait till after we do this,
Or we'll get a 10.
let's say let's hold for, and then.
Well, we were planning to just stop ship.
Yeah, so that can be where we hold right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to do that?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Oh, it's up time. 30. Let's see how long this takes us. As the bookkeeping part of the game. Everyone gets an additional feat and a talent.
Yeah.
Okay.
I did switch.
I thought you wanted to get pilot. Oh wait, that's a skill.
Yeah, that's a skill, not talent.
Talents and feats. So put it up on. Ah! Feats. Go right there. Species. Classes.
They'd be specific to classes.
So depending upon your class.
Yeah.
Heroic traits, details. No, those Destiny, don't they?
Yeah.
Let's check here. Destiny. That looks like more about Destiny. Okay. So the other one was talents. Or feats.
We're looking at
Well, talents and feats. Didn't you guys gain one
talents.
talents?
Everyone should get a talent at first level. Oh, yeah, you're one to look at feats for.
Start with some. Well, talents and feats. Didn't you guys gain one of each of those? Or?
Everyone should have gained a talent at third level.
Okay.
And
Okay.
according to this,
Start with something based upon your skills.
switching over to scouts.
That's why I'm looking at them.
And I'm gonna go for my weapon specialization for my talent, which adds a +2 to my damage.
To get
rolls.
or damage? Okay. To get or yeah. Okay.
And a plus
Just damage, right?
damage.
Yeah.
Central weapon. And a plus weapon. 2 bonus on damage rolls with central weapon.
I think I also have
Which
to
for me
use
would be
have to have
weapons.
things that are specific to the class,
Rifle.
so-
Yeah.
I think I also have to be a specific scoundrel. I have to have things that are specific to the class. So
You want to look at scout or
yeah, no, scoundrel.
scoundrel?
That's the one I need to look at.
Okay.
Ignore Alex. What would be a good possibility?
Side.
Scoundrel. 45.
Defeats.
And I'll ask you,
Ignore.
Alex, what would be a good feat to take? Hope possibility.
Suicide.
Oh, I only get a
Scoundrel.
Well, no, that's
45.
on page
No, 45.
here to the front on page 37.
I went down to the latest show to see, and they had books.
Oh, I only get a talent.
Because those are limited edition.
Well, no, that's on page.
I was looking for
If you go here to the front on page
Oh, did I
37.
see the cover of that book for a second? Okay, dang it. I went. You start with one, right?
Yeah, you gain
Yeah.
another feat.
Yeah.
Another feat. A talent according to your class.
So we'd have to go to different classes. Like for him, scoundrel. That's why I kind of came.
Yeah. But I can also get a feat.
What's his things he has to have to enter scoundrel?
To be a bounty hunter?
Well, doesn't he first have to?
Well, I'm just
qualify to
taking
become
all
a
this.
scoundrel?
I'm gonna try to take.
Alright.
I'm gonna try to take as much from scoundrel as I possibly
Well,
can.
basically, for becoming a bounty hunter at minimum 7th, you need at least 2 talents from the awareness talent tree, which are scouts, and trained skill survival. That's literally all you need.
Okay. So with time, then he'll have another chance later to get another one, or what's he talent? Get little.
Well, he needs to switch over to the scout class.
Now. Right at 3 or starting at 4.
Well, basically, you can start at 5th. Because prerequisite needs to minimum York level 7.
Okay.
So you need to be 7th before you can level up down to 2. Basically, you transition to bounty hunter.
Yeah, that's what I'm
8th.
trying to do.
Basically, you could switch to scout at say 5th. That talent.
Well, we're just starting 3rd now, so let's see what we can do for him.
Basically, once you get to 5th, leveling up, switch
Yeah.
over to the scout.
That's what I was
class.
going to do.
From this point,
But
you're
it's only saying that third level. I only want that
dice
talent.
6
Yeah,
plus
but
your con level.
that's for your specific
Oh,
class
okay.
chart. I'm looking at the
So-
general chart with 2 set feats.
So,
Yeah, this
What?
is the one class for you.
Yeah. So the question is, need to see what other talents I can get.
Talents. Misfortune.
Those are just automatic.
Misfortune.
Those are just
get those.
automatic.
I automatically get those.
Also with the additional, how many? So now, well, are you changing to scoundrel?
I am scoundrel.
Okay. Also with the additional, anyways. But how many? So now, what do you guys roll? Die 10s for scouts or die 8s?
Day 6.
Scouts roll a 1d8.
Okay, and then Jedi, roll the die.
You can roll a d10 as well.
So everyone roll plus your con bonus for your additional hit points. Or whatever. You know what I mean?
Roll a d10.
Okay. Roll. If you roll
Plus
one
that's
to anyone,
D10.
I'll give you a second chance.
You need a D10.
I got it. Hang on.
Yeah.
5.
And so
Okay.
just roll d10.
Plus, what's your con?
My con is
Constitution.
13.
So that's plus what? Plus one? So add one to that, so it's 6. So add 6 points to your point.
Okay.
So I've had it.
Here.
Yep, it changes.
4.
Yeah, once you get your starter skills, the only way you can gain new train skills is to spend a feat point to get the skill training.
So he doesn't get a handful of skills because he changed classes. Does it? Seems to just basically be a list of what he should learn before too long. Because that stuff took place your beginning class at the beginning before the game.
When you select a new class, you do not gain any new train skills. Your list of class skills expand to include those in the new class. If you take the skill training feat, you may choose your new train skills from the class skill list of any class in which you have levels. So technically count as class skills, but not train skills.
So is he got to write those things down for the new one or not?
Basically once you reach that class,
Yeah.
then you choose to do the feats on that list as well.
Okay, so basically he can base from either
Scoundrel
of these.
or scout. Yes.
And then you guys are scouts proceeding what masters scouts. Here's your chance for gambling.
Please, we don't need an idiot life.
I have 5 dice that have playing cards on them, so that would be. Just roll a dice and call it good. Third level, yep, talent. So, should I go to that section? Some talents? Or feats? That'd be it. 70.
Jedi Master, Jedi Knights,
Cybernetic surgery. Treat injuries
Gunslinger.
off. Get him.
Here's the one I'm going for.
Or death. Dodge. Dreadful rage.
Here's the one I'm going
I
for.
think you can pull one.
Rage species.
Dreadful rage.
I have that.
Rage.
No, that would be things
Only
like
some of you.
Wookiees.
I think you can pull one.
Rage species trait.
The animal.
Well, looking at these, it should actually list.
Does not have that? Okay.
No.
Should say.
That would be things like the Wookiees.
So even further along the animal.
Well, if you look at a feat, it should actually list. What?
For Katha. Should say so. Okay. I guess I thought maybe it came with the claws. Nice advantage.
Dreadful Rage.
Okay.
Rage species trait.
Well. Jeez, we haven't.
+1. Basically, you need to find a species where it actually has it as one of its species traits.
Okay. I guess I thought maybe it came with the claws. Nice advantage to have.
Like I said, I can put you guys.
Okay. Well. Jeez, we haven't even had a bunch of charts for people today. Just our ugly faces. So, like I said, I can put you guys a lot closer and we can pick up from there.
Yeah, Wookiees have the ability.
Once they get
In their species traits.
Once they get to the area where the Star Worm was last seen in the rough area, where
Twi'leks
Bordell
do not.
originally charted it. Bordell was the guy that sold the information.
Doshans do not. Celestins do not.
Well,
Williams don't.
once they get to the area where the Star Worm was last seen in the rough area, where Bordell originally charted it, or apparently not. Does anyone else want a computer or use computer skill to use the systems to locate a debris field? Anyone that uses computer skills can try.
19.
I don't have it trained.
Okay. Anyone else?
Mike did a 19.
Not good. Good enough. My actual number is 25. Use computer to check the trail of the faint trail from this location. Otherwise, if anyone has any further simple route. And I'll give you guys additional. Remember when you guys left the fuel station?
Yeah.
Something else larger left not too far away on the other, well, exactly on the other side of the planet. So these two fighters may have a ship nearby that they probably land on.
Yes. Normally fighters at that time period were not equipped with hyperdrives.
No. They got out here with someone, so.
Basically think of them like TIE fighters.
Yeah.
They don't scream.
I think for one, you could survive on one in one. I think that's what it said. Okay. Well, I can let you guys try. Yeah, because really. No, what we're doing
What,
is
to fix
computer
it, or?
use skill DC. No, what we're doing to locate the faint trail is a computer use skill DC 25 to locate the faint trail of debris the derelict left behind.
Well, our force
Possibly. Yeah.
usually could say use the force to try and sense it.
Is there any kind of number or what is this? Is there a bonus for it, or I'm trying to see if there's something to add to the dice roll.
Precognition or
Oh yeah, one of the abilities too. Forgot all about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, with a specific ability that might help.
I have used force for. I got 7 plus there's.
This is 7.
This is 7 for my use force.
Yeah, plus 7. Then roll.
Yeah.
Plus 7 to whatever you roll.
17.
And for a scary reason, I will give you 2 more points. You don't know
if we're
why.
in the same
There's
system, it
something
should be a
related.
DC 15.
Same system?
Yeah. I mean, if it was drifting, it's not like it's moving that fast.
26.
I'm going, I guess. See, this is one of the few
Oh,
times
then
I'm
you-
actually going off the module.
26.
Or a little
Did you give me the 2 more?
encounter to start things out for you guys. What was that? Can I give you 2 or
26.
yes?
Yeah. You gave
Because there is something on the ship
Mhm.
that is force related.
Oh.
So, an old piece of artifact type thing. But that's nothing to do with what you guys are after here for. So, we'll just say you guys found. Let's see here. Follow the direction. Let's see here. Okay. As you guys get closer, floating of the Star Worm can be seen, surrounded by a cloud of debris, the shattered husk of starfighters, a few busted battle droids, early versions, of course. I think the B1.
Way too early for that.
You think so?
Try 4,000 years.
Okay, what would be? Because I didn't write this adventure. Battle droids.
The battle droids do exist.
What
It's
would
a
they
thing.
do? I can change now their stat. All their stats and all that impressive. You would have a better person than most of their battle droids.
Well, basically this.
So they look cooler.
They're a lot more
Efficient? Hold on, I can look those up since we're not going to go ahead and go on. But
war droids or set droids.
it was just called battle droids.
Pull up the book, Republic, and it should have.
Yeah, I want to. I'll make. They're not craft. Craft is in the craft battle droid.
Yeah, no, but they should have some encounter
Should have
stats.
something. Should have something. Yeah. Okay. So you guys are approaching. You do see some of the pictures showed some open sections. So next time, I guess we'll go ahead and deal with. Here. Well, if you can see your ship for a little while at least, while we finish things up for.
Did Chrissy just come running out here?
Let's try this.
Did Chrissy just come running out here?
Yep, it's right there.
Chrissy just come running out here.
She was out here the whole time.
No, she wasn't.
She ran out.
Huh? Where'd you go? Okay. So. Okay. Next time we'll pick up. So. Next time we'll pick up. You guys actually beginning in a couple suits. With you guys getting in your armor. You guys getting in a couple suits.
Okay, that's gonna die.
Yeah, that's true.
Because that's a Disney.
You guys flip the switch.
That is not the way. No.
Okay, that's gonna die really quick. Because that's a Disney bullshit.
See?
I know.
Pilot.
Oh, I was just
You want to make the ship land on what's left of the ship. Otherwise, you guys will just jump out and go over there and not get hit.
Well,
So you guys were fine.
plus,
It's these two that are going to be what? Tethered to you guys?
or we could, launch a magnetic grapple. I mean, if Luke could carry something like that, or fucking pions from the blasters from Battle for Naboo.
Yeah. Very possible.
Ascension cables.
Yeah. I mean, come on, that's old technology.
That is old.
That's what they used with ships attacking pirates, and for the pirates down there, it's a city, or goddamn. Oh, who is it? I'm trying to remember where most of the pirates nowadays come from. And I'm drawing a blank. Smalley, yes, Smalley and pirates. They do have other things though. They didn't get additional. Did they get additional taxes? Probably not. They're not bad guys. They're not good guys. So, hope you guys enjoy watching. We'll see you people next week. Bye bye.
Also pretty bad.